you can do the overhaul on what is considered the most expensive repairs. Well,
And then as well, I don't know where you're planning on purchasing the old bus because nobody has them. All right, all right. What's happening, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me make sure that I'm on and I am live. I think I see everybody. Let me check my audio and make sure we're good. Welcome, everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. If you're not in, come on in. If you're not in, come on in. And if you are in, settle in. So we can get everything squared away. Come on in, come on in. What's up, everybody? Miss Veronique is in. She said grace and gratitude. Old School Mobile is in. What's up, Phil? Phil is in the house. What's happening? Andrew, what's up? What's up? Welcome in. Scotty P, what's up? Welcome in. Big D Barbers, what's up? Welcome into the show. I see a bunch of people coming in. Y'all come on in. Let's get started. Let's get started. I'm here every day, every weekday. I'm here every weekday. Miss Janine, I was not in on Sunday because we do not air on Sunday. She said I missed the show yesterday. We was not on yesterday. They don't want me out here working and doing this thing if there's not sufficient audience. Which is fine. I mean, I don't care either way. I just come in and do the show and then put the content into archive so that we have it. So it doesn't bother me at all. But they got a plan. They're putting something together. Okay, guys, it is September 25th, guys. We're almost at the end of the month. We got this last week, and then we're on the 1st. Hopefully, we will not have a government shutdown because that's what they're talking about is looming, is the government shutting everything down. And we have some contracts right now with government, and we have some other elements that we really don't need the government shutting down over. But with this day and age, guys, and all of the politics behind everything and everything kind of blowing up on everybody, it's almost inevitable. It's almost inevitable. Okay, guys, we are talking about the buses. We are talking about the buses, and we're talking about the schematics, how we're set up right now. And as far as um, the schedules that we're on for the buses, I see some questions, but I can't. The questions are not coming in. It's just coming in as dots, so I can't see y'all's questions. If y'all are typing for questions, just put it in the chat. If your chat is not going through, go into YouTube. Go into YouTube or Facebook or any of the larger platforms, and you can put your chat in there. It will work better. Okay. Um. Hey Shanice, how you? Okay. So this is what we got, guys. I've been working with. We had several meetings over this last weekend. In reference to the buses and the new building and the pricing structure, our budget, all of that was being worked out for over this past weekend. And we got a ton of disturbing news. We got some really great news, but we got some disturbing news on top of it. Um, we got news on the electric buses that we are going to be able to do the electric buses on schedule, but they are horrifically expensive. The title of the show is Sky High Prices because after I checked that, we went into checking pricing on the buses and the setup that we have right now. Guys, it is disheartening. I mean, it is really really scary. The pricing that is out here right now for buses and for the industry as a whole, it is ridiculous, and I mean really really harsh because of supply chain issues. And I work with several manufacturers all at the same time, and we went out and got re-up pricing, meaning the new pricing, the new schedule for the buses, and everything has gone up. Everything has gone. Uh, I mean, literally sky high. Is through the roof. Whereas when we were building buses for 100 grand, we were barely making a little bit of money. I mean, we're talking about a couple grand, and that money's went right back into upfitting the buses. Now it's more than that. Now we're over $100,000. Now we're per bus. Now we're over 100 grand per bus. Before we were right up under 100 grand, and that's why we tell all our students and we tell everybody that the buses, you're going to be at around 100 grand, and we don't charge no more, no less. It is what it is. We don't make hardly any money at all on doing that. Our main goal is getting you into a bus, getting you on the road, so that we can make money, so that we can go out there and fulfill our contracts. Um, but with the new pricing and the new structure for the buses and the whole setup, it is undoable. It is completely way over the mark now. Every single supplier that we have has gone up. Every single supplier, and I mean we're talking up double digit thousands, double digit. So we're looking at 10 plus $1,000 more than what we were paying before. So uh, it's rough. It's rough. And what they're wanting us to do is, or they're wanting me to do, is to increase the price of the bus itself for our students, for our investors, for our sponsors. So instead of it being 100 grand, you're looking at 120 to 130,000, and going up from there. The last numbers that they sent me was around 125,000 for the baseline unit that we're producing right now. And it could go up depending on what all we put in it and how we're setting up the newer brand buses, not the electric. We're talking gas, because the electrics you're closer to, you're closer to 200,000 for the electric buses. So that's where we're headed to, but that's a whole different animal altogether. We're just trying to maintain what we have right now, clear through our launch. So I'm making this documentary, documenting for our archive, so that it's at least in there, and hopefully we'll look back on it and say, "Wow, we dodged a bullet on that one." But yeah, right now you're the whole concept is 125 right now. So they're wanting us to either pass that cost along to the students, or to the investors or sponsors, or we have to eat that cost. So for me to eat $25,000 per bus, that's not going to be doable. So what we've done is we've structured some plans, put some things together to where we can at least try to put something in place to where we can continue doing business like as we are, and putting people in buses. But because our sponsors are so absolutely just hysterical about what we will have to do, because it's not just one bus. Again, you're talking hundreds of buses that we're looking at for next year. They're trying to hit over 100 buses next year, just next year, over 100 buses, closer to 150 or 200 buses for next year. Okay, and that's just in gas. So to execute upwards of 200 buses for next year, yeah, we're gonna have to do some heavy calculation and some heavy numbers to make sure that is able to happen. These are our sponsors, so I let you guys know so that it doesn't become, it doesn't come as a shock to everybody when we're making changes and alterations to the system. So I got several plans in action right now, several things that I'm doing to offset. It's just hard all the way around for everybody to make sure that we can actually get this thing done with the schedule that we have, and without charging everybody more for the bus, because I'm not interested in doing that. Neither am I interested in eating the cost myself. So several options are on the table. We're going to be reviewing those for this next week, and seeing what's going to work. We're going to be talking with you guys as well. I'm talking with people in buses. I'm talking with people that are in the school. I'm talking with suppliers and everybody, trying to see where everybody's head is at, and see what we all think about putting the buses on this type of schedule. Thank you, Janae. What we're going to do. I mean, we have to stay on schedule. There's no way around the schedule because we're contracted. Okay, so once you have a contract, you got a contract. You have to fulfill those contracts for your sponsors and your advertisers. So that's not going to change. Nothing changes with that. What is going to change is actual execution. So in order to avoid the price going up for my students first, because investors and sponsors, they got money. These are multi-million-dollar companies, and some of them are billion-dollar companies. They have the money, but they're not necessarily going to just come off that money. They're not going to just say, "Oh, extra $25,000, cool, no problem. Let's, go ahead and hook it up." Um, they're not going to do that. And I've talked to a couple of them, and that conversation did not go well. It did not go to the direction that you would want that conversation to go. So you kind of steer clear of that. You don't want to rock the boat when you already have sponsors, and you already have investors that have already put in money and are consistently putting in money. You don't mess with that. You're messing with, like they say, don't mess with the church's money. If you got money coming in and it's coming in religiously, you don't mess with that money. You make sure you keep doing the thing that you're doing to keep that money coming in. So what I'm going to probably end up doing, I got several options on the table, but the least painful option is going to be restructuring the school, and everybody that's coming in, their prices will be higher. Everybody that's actually coming in, everybody that's already in, you guys that are in right now, your prices will stay at 100 grand. But everybody that's coming in, their prices is gonna go up to probably around 150. It's probably gonna go around 150,000. The reason for that is, again, everything is going up higher. Inflation, supply and demand, the COVID issue is still an issue, and it's still hitting everybody. And like I said, we all have contracts. Contracts is fine, but I take my word over a contract. So I'm able to change the pricing for you guys' pricing, because it stipulates that in the contract that if prices change, if supplies change, if anything changes in the ecosystem, or our environment, or the economy changes, then our pricing, our structure will change according to that economy. So I'm able to change the prices, but I'm not going to do that because I just don't want to. So everybody that's in right now, meaning everybody that's in the buses, that are currently in the buses, we will not be raising prices for, if you signed on to $100,000 bus, then and you're working in a bus that you are working towards $100,000 goal, then that's going to be your goal, and it's going to remain your goal. Everybody in the schools that have already signed in, if you've already put your deposit in, and you're working towards $100,000 goal, then that's what you'll be working towards, is $100,000 goal. There's going to be people that's right now that's not listening, that's not hearing what I'm saying right now, because they're not in the show. That's the beauty of coming in and being a part of this show. You get information like this. A lot of people are not going to see it. It's going to come like blindside. It's going to hit them from the rear, and it's going to hurt. But I'm explaining it right now. Now, whether they come back and they actually review the show or whatever, I don't know. It's really not my concern. I only deal with people who actually handle their business. If you handle your business, then I handle mine. So if you're not here, then there's nothing I can do. So me making this statement will be very, very clear, especially for people who come back in, like in the next month or two. It's going to be people who see. Now, this is important, so I want y'all to make sure. And the people who come back in and watch, if you're lucky enough or smart enough to come back in and watch this show, this is what you're going to see. Okay, you'll see me breaking down the schematic for how we roll this thing out. Okay, there are going to be people who come in and contact me and say, "Hey, I want one of those $100,000 buses right now." As we sit right now on September 25th, 2023 at 6:22 p.m. on a Monday, I have I would say over 1,000 people, over 1,000 barbers, stylists, cosmetologists, estheticians, massage therapists, nail technicians, just you name it, we got it. Over 1,000 of them that have told me directly, hold on, let me get my money together. I will call you next week. Or let me talk to my husband, or let me talk to my wife, or let me get this, or let me get that. I'm gonna put this together and put that together. Just I hesitate to call it excuses, but if you didn't make a move, you didn't make a move. Um, they have came and they have literally quite frankly said, okay, I can't do it right now, but I will do it, which uh, I don't doubt them at all, because I've had a lot of people come to me, you know, weeks later, months later, even years later, and say, "Hey, I talked to you such and such, last year or 2 years ago, and man, I wanted to make a move then, but I couldn't make a move, but I'm ready to make a move now." Okay. Um, the problem is this: right now, as of today, the prices for the buses will be going up to $150,000. My design team is working on the website right now, and once everything has changed over, which it'll take a couple of days to change everything over. Once they change everything over, then the official price for the mobile salon buses will be at around 150,000. So the buses that were 100 will now be 150, and that's once again, doesn't have anything to do with my pockets, doesn't have anything to do with how much we make, because we're still razor thin on the margin, meaning we're not making any money. We're not making any money on that, on a deal such as that. 150,000. Imagine that, $150,000 for these buses, and we're not making any money off of it. Y'all know where we make our money, so that's not in question. We're doing quite well on that. But the buses themselves, oh, it's hard. It's hard. And now that we're forced to have to educate and bring that disturbing news to our constituents, to our new students that will be signing up. You really should have signed up well before now. Uh, I tell people all the time, you're going to call me, and I think I told you guys before. I said I'm going to have people. Thanks, Brene. Renee said, "I'm so glad I got. I am so glad I got in when I did." Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, you're absolutely right, because it's not even my call. I can't even make the call. Think about it like this: if I got a hamburger stand, I make hamburgers, and I sell those hamburgers for $2. Okay, $2 for a hamburger. And then all of a sudden, the bakery where I get my hamburger buns goes up in price. The lettuce people, the vegetable farmers market where I get my tomatoes and my lettuce and my cheese, Walmart, everybody goes up on all the ingredients. My beef is higher. All of my ingredients is higher, causing my burger, for me to actually make a burger, it used to be 50 cents to 75 cents, and then I charge $2. Therefore, you're making a profit. Now it's costing me to make this same $2 burger. It's costing me $3. No longer 75 cents. It's costing me $3 to make this burger. Okay. Remember, I'm selling the burger for $2. Now it costs me $3 to make it. You can't sell that burger for $2 anymore. Now you're going to have to sell it. You can't even sell it for $3 because you're not making any money while you're in business. So now you have to sell that burger for $4 or $5 to cover your margin, to pay employees, to pay for surplus, to pay to operate the business, advertise the whole 9 yards. You're going to have to charge $5 for that burger that you were charging $2 for. That's a little quick economics class. Um, that's what we're in right now. Everything is higher. Therefore, the bus that we are creating, the buses that we've been making, are now higher to actually make them. So because we're not because we already have the buses for everybody that's on the road right now, everybody that's on the streets, and then the orders are already put in for everybody that's in the school, you guys are covered. We already are contracted for those pricing. But for everybody who signs up today, for everybody who signs up, well, I would say everybody who signs up from the point that we finish revamping everything, which will be either tomorrow or at least by Wednesday or so. Hopefully, we can have everything switched over by then. You'll be able to go into the store, go into mobileon.com, and you'll see the new prices. Okay, because y'all know we don't hide anything. We tell you right straight up what everything is. So the prices will jump from 100 to 150. I don't like it. It's something that is going to make it more difficult for me to execute and actually do what I do. But I mean, what are you going to do? It's not like I can call Ford or call Mercedes or call Chevy and tell them, hey, y'all, these prices are too high. Bring it down. They're going to tell you to your face, kiss their ass. Only because hell, it costs them now to make the buses. It's costing them, so they have to turn around and charge me, and I have to turn around and charge y'all, and then so on and so on and so on. So that's business. That's how business works, and that's opportunity. You have to take advantage of the opportunities when they come. You have to. If you don't, then you're going to get caught out in the rain. Period. Now, um, another element that I want to make sure everybody's clear. Um, you guys, everybody that's in right now, everybody that's in the buses, you guys already have either 25,000 or more. Y'all already have $25,000 or more in as a deposit. Okay, so that's what kind of enables me or helps me to be able to keep your pricing where it is because you at least have the amount that is enables me to cover your insurance and cover your bond contract for your insurance payment, which enables me to be able to put your buses on contract with our sponsors and our investors. So it costs 25 grand to do that. That means all of the monies that comes out of your um, that comes out of your contract, that comes out of your deposit, goes into that bond. Okay, to enable us to be able to keep your prices where they are. Otherwise, it'll just be an extra 50 grand, and you get to keep your the numbers where they are. And I know nobody wants to do that. So, and this will be important as we go on. As you guys get further along down the road, some of you guys are already past the halfway mark of $50,000, and you're getting close to, coming up on actually paying the bus off. I'm ecstatic, because that means both of us make more money. Hell, I make more money too when you guys own your buses because I can charge the advertisers more because they're not having to put up monies to secure the bus. It's already secured. It's owned by someone. It's owner operated, so we can charge more monies from that prospect. They're advertising on a bus that's owned by someone, not advertising on a bus that is on lease or that's being paid on. So it's a different. All of that concept is very, very different. Now, so what my accountants is doing, they're running the numbers to see what our students, how much your deposit needs to be. That is in house. It may, depending on what they're going to be wanting to see as far as your bond is concerned, it may be the same 25 grand. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. because I'm pretty much helping everybody to get to that amount. You already have 5 grand in, and that goes towards the bus. Having 25 grand in is the same thing as having 5 grand in. All of the money goes towards the bus, so you don't lose anything. It's just you have a larger amount of a deposit in to the actual the bus itself. So we'll see what they come up with on that to find out exactly what the deposits needs to be for everybody, and that includes the people that are coming on board shortly. So the everybody that's lined up, everybody who submitted applications, who but did not put their monies in, all of that, all of those individuals, um, you probably it's probably looking like you only got a couple of days, to get your monies together and get into the program, because if not, you'll be coming in and you'll be paying an extra $50,000, and that's not monies that you say, oh well, the money's going towards them. No, that's just extra money. Period. There's no there's no there's no extra benefits. There's no extra accessories. There's no extra. Oh, what are we getting for the extra $50,000? Nothing. Nothing. It's literally just cost more. That's it. Because of the times, because of supply issues, because of the economy, because of everything, it just costs more. That's like going and buying a bag of chips. You've been buying this same bag of chips for $1 from the store, just a 99-cent bag of chips, and you just been going to the store every other day. You go into the store and get your bag of chips that you like to buy, and you just buy a bag, you pay $1, and you leave out the store, and you're good to go. You buy a bag of chips, and it's $1 every day. It's the same bag and same dollar. You just buy the bag of chips, and you leave the store, and you're good. Then all of a sudden, you go into the store, and that bag is $2. Same bag. Nothing has changed except the price. That's where we are. You go into that store ready to pay $1 for this bag. The bag is there. Nothing has changed. The recipe hadn't changed. The volume hadn't changed. The amount hadn't changed. Everything is the same. The flavor, the how many chips in the bag, everything is the same. Except instead of it costing $1, it now costs $2. Welcome to the real world, guys. Welcome to the real world. That's what's happening now. So you're not getting anything extra. It just costs more. And I hate it just as much as you all, because it's going to slow down a lot of components. It's going to slow down a lot of things. But I have some some little sneaky have in my back pocket that I'm going to be testing out this week to see if it will work to offset the pricing. I have to raise the pricing because I was outvoted for the price hike for the buses. But if my little deal works, then I may be able to not bring it back down, but at least offset it to where and this doesn't have anything to do with you guys that are already in buses or you. Well, actually, it does. Actually, it does. Now that I think about it, because if you're in the bus and you're paying off that bus, you're paying off $100,000 bus. The value for that bus, because remember, the bag of chips hadn't changed. Okay, the bag of chips is still the same, meaning the bus hadn't changed. It's still the same. It's just the value has went up. So now you're paying off $100,000 bus, but the value for that bus is now $150,000. So it immediately goes up. So you immediately get $50,000 worth of value without paying an extra $50,000. So there is that, and I'm gonna address that in my bankers meeting tomorrow, and ask them what is, because I didn't think of that before, because I wasn't thinking of the people that are already in. I've already committed to the same pricing for everybody. Now the issue will be, you're now paying for $100,000 bus, but the bus value is actually $150,000. There could be some leeway to actually make some things happen there. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to check with that. I'm pretty sure my accounts already know, but they're not going to say anything because it doesn't affect anybody but the people that are already in buses. But they may be able to do something. These people that are already in buses may be able to do something to help, alleviate the pain when it comes to paying for the buses. I was looking for Darnell. Is Darnell in? Darnell Smith. Did Darnell come in? And somebody else too. I think it was Peaches. Yeah, Miss Peaches. Is Miss Peaches in? If Darnell or Miss Peaches in, y'all raise your hand and let me know you're in. Miss Berenice said, "Woo." Um, Big Glory. Okay. And yeah, Ashna said she's getting her money, getting your monies together to get started. Okay, you might want to hear up. You might want to hear up because there's nothing I can do to stop that train. They're gonna hit everybody that comes through the door. Um, Barry Gray says, uh, if you sign an application and put in your application, will you be locked into pricing? M- Maybe, maybe. I would suggest you sign the application and put something in. If you have whatever monies you can put in, because just putting in the application is not going to work. I can tell you that right now. I can answer that. Just putting in the application will not lock in your price at all. Because we got a bunch of applications in right now. We got like 500 applications in for mobile salon buses right now. Most of them are applications that say on there they're working on getting their monies. They're working on getting their $5,000 to put on the bus. And once they get their monies, they will contact us and activate their application, and they're good to go. So I already know for a fact just putting the application in will not work. So you must have at least I don't know what the minimum amount of monies you have to have in, but you have to have monies in to have your application be counted. And and I'm personally locking in the pricing for everybody's who's actually in before the new price change takes effect. So it's up to you. I mean, I don't know you guys' pocket. I don't know what y'all are up against. I definitely do not advise you going into hawk or not having the funds or using illegal funds, meaning bill money and rent money and all that. Y'all know me. I do not want you messing with anything that's detrimental. You're just gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to hold on to your money, handle your business, and do your thing, and you're just gonna have to wait. I told people that last year, and I said that you know, work, just work, do your thing, and try to get in as quickly as you can because prices will be going up. I already knew that. I knew that last year, and I said it, and I tried to hold it off as much as I could and as long as I could. Well, now I've been outvoted, so now we're at 150,000. So, and that's something that there's nothing I can do about that. So hopefully everybody will be able to make amends. And like I said, my fingers is crossed on a couple of deals, and one of them is a financing deal. One of them is being able to finance monies to be able to cover certain areas, and then another one is a contracting deal that I can't talk about until I actually get confirmation that it will work or not. Okay, Miss Bernice said so. I submitted my assignment for the course. Uh, yeah, I haven't been in to the school yet, Miss Renee. I just got back in uh, for uh, for our meetings today, so I'll go in and take a look. But the if you submitted it, the the instructors are going to go in and knock it out. But I like to go in and check and make sure y'all stuff is good anyway. Um, Correct, just that and more air. Okay, I probably need to. I don't know why my notes, my chat is slow, and I'm getting this stuff popping in here slowly. Unless it's popping in and I can't see it because I see a bunch of other chats that are popping in from people that are talking. Some people are advertising their website. There's people on here talking about uh, buying the X peel and stuff. I guess that's for the male enhancement peel and all that. And my moderators are supposed to be banning them, so because we don't want that stuff popping up on my deal. Bernie, you texting me? You texting me? I like when my texts come in while I'm doing the show. Well, if you send it to me direct, you probably do not want me reading it. Let me check on that, Bernie. I'll check on it and then get back to you on that. See, new followers, new followers. I'm getting a whole bunch of new followers and all my stuff, but I really don't have time for that one right now. Um, okay. You were looking for Darnell. Yes, I was. I was looking for Darnell. Is he in? Hold on, let me check. Okay. Let's see, Bernard. Okay, Miss Rachel. How you doing, Miss Rachel? Okay, Passport Bros. Well, what's up, Darnell? Darnell's in how? Darnell, I saw your account and I thought you were asking me something about you and Miss Peaches was on the same chapter, and you were having problems moving forward in your chapter. But I checked that yesterday on Sunday, and your stuff is clear. I didn't see any problems at all with you go moving there, and you were on this. I think you were on the fifth chapter, the first course, fifth chapter, is ready to go. So just if you have an issue with it, submit something. Go back in there and submit something again, and that way I can see it and see if there's any issue. But there shouldn't be any issue at all. You should be good to move forward and get going. So let me know if there's an issue, but you should be good to go. And I saw Phil too. Phil, your stuff is going to be good to go too this week. I'm on your stuff too. You'll be good to go this week. So I've already talked to everybody. Yours, uh, Kenneth. Kenneth hadn't had an issue with his. It'll be good to go as well. So a lot of you guys, where y'all were having issues, we got those cleared up. 'Cause when they hit me with my stuff, then I hit them with when they hit me with their stuff, then I hit them with my stuff. So I had to make sure that we're all literally trying to get everything mowed out. So and making sure once we get you guys to a certain level or a certain stage, we're gonna go ahead and move you all into the accelerator, if you will. That's gonna shoot your eye. But man, y'all better be glad I didn't do that before. Because if Phil, you guys, if I'd have switched y'all out and put y'all into the new deal for new instructors and got y'all cleared out to move forward, y'all have got hit with the 150 grand. Y'all have got hit because y'all would have been pulled out of my group and then put back in. So that then you would not have been classified as in my group. So they would have hit y'all with $150,000 plus, and there wouldn't have been anything that I can do with it because it will be technically a new contract. Everybody that's starting a contract now will be under 150 grand. If you already have an application in, or if you can kind of sneak one in, you can probably get in for 100, but it's not guaranteed. That's why I tell people y'all might want to move and move quickly if you're trying to get in. Passport. Darnell said, "Yeah, I'm good, coach." Okay, good, good. I just wanted to make sure everybody is good and make sure everybody is able to move and do their thing. Okay, somebody else is texting me. Miss Veronique, I got your message, so you're good. Diogene, I got your message, so if you want to, you can leave me, you can email me if your assignment is not going through. Just email me and I'll work it out for you. This Terry Curry texts me. You guys, when I'm on the air, I can. If y'all don't want to, because he said I'm listening and cannot chat because I'm listening on to. Okay, so that's good. That's good, Terry. When y'all are texting me during the show, they come in to me automatically. So they pop up at the top. So right now, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of texts that I have to go through. That I have, I mean, they just keep popping up, and I just don't have the time. And once I get down, and I actually either I'm on a plane, or if I'm driving somewhere or riding somewhere, or if I'm waiting behind someone or something like that, I'll jump into my text and read my text, and jump into some emails and read my emails to try to knock some of them down. But on the show, during the show, my phone is connected to the show. So if because they're basically, the way we programmed it is, you guys can talk and chat to me directly, and if you put in a chat, I can see it right here on the screen. If you're talking over YouTube or Facebook or whatever, also you can chat with me over my phone. Okay, my chat messages are hooked in to the show, so it'll pop whatever you guys text me. It will pop up ahead of everybody else's chat, so I'll actually see it as if somebody's wanting to talk to me during the show, so I can see it. So that's how the chat works. So if you guys want to talk to me, y'all don't want to put it in chat, y'all can put it in a text message, and I'll actually see it because it'll pop up on top of everybody else's chat. So you won't get mixed up with all of the other hundreds of chats that I have to go through in my text messages. Okay. And I see another deal. Yeah, I'm finna Barry, I'm gonna go back in there and check because they're revamping all of that stuff. Everything they're getting ready for the new stuff that they got coming out, and it's crazy, man. It is really crazy. I love the buses. The buses are freaking mind blowing. We're gonna get tremendous airtime, and people are gonna absolutely love the new buses, but they're just expensive as hell, man. And then our old buses, well, they're not old, they're brand new, but the gas buses are more expensive now. So everything is more expensive. The electric buses that I just found, the price of how much we're going to pay, that's 200 grand. That's $200,000 per bus, and that's starting. That's actually starting. The new bus, or the excuse me, the gas buses, we're at 150,000. So it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I tell people, the quicker y'all can get in, the quicker I can get y'all in and get y'all paying on these buses, so that you level out the field, so that the prices will stay the same. The better. The faster we get your monies on the table and get you into the buses and rolling, the safer you'll be, because it's getting crazy out here. It's getting really crazy. It's still a lot of money. I mean, it's a whole lot of money to make, and you'll make way more than the than the bus. But it's just getting something going. It's like starting a company. When you're starting a company, nothing is easy. When you're just getting started, you got to pay for the building, you got to pay for the concrete, you got to pay for the wiring, you got to pay for the point, you got to pay for the contractors, then you got to pay for your goods, your service, you got to pay for everything just to get your doors open. That's where we are right now. So, but once you're open, once you got it done, and you're doing your thing, as long as your numbers match and everything looks good, then you'll be good to go from there. Okay. Did I have another question? I saw something pop up on the screen. I can't hear you. I don't have my ears on. Yeah, I'm live on Instagram right now. I'd prefer you guys go to YouTube, and if you haven't liked and comment and subscribe, make sure you like and comment and subscribe and all that. I just wanted to get. I'm not concerned with my numbers. I don't care about the numbers because I know what's about to happen. Once you start doing what I'm about to do, your numbers will be ridiculous automatically. There's nothing you can do about that. Okay. Once you start going public, once you start going on TV shows, doing interviews and all that type of stuff, your numbers shoot through the roof automatically. There's nothing you can do about that. You'll hit 1 million subscribers like that, and it's really, it's just what happens. And most of those people you don't even know. So it's just how that works. Also, if because I it's really, hey Derek, it's really I'm wanting you guys to be at the top of the algorithm, because if y'all are all in, I'm giving my guys as much time as I can to, so all of you all are at the top. And then once we start doing our press runs and doing interviews and all that stuff, the flood of people will come in and they will come start to fill up the tank. But you guys will still be at the top. So that means y'all will have priority and be able to get to me pretty easily. And that's only if you've already come subscribed and got your notifications on and all that type of stuff. You have to already be in there. If you're not in there, and then 1 million people, it's like being in line. If you're in line, right, to get concert tickets, you get in line, and then all of a sudden, here comes a crowd of people, like 300 people come and get in line behind you. Guess what? You're still in front of them. Okay, you don't have to wait longer because three, four, 500 people got in line. You don't have to wait longer. You're still in your same place. So they're just going to push you forward. You're going to always be in front of them. But what if you sitting on the side smoking a cigarette? What if you out of the line and you over here getting something to eat, or you're out of the line, doing something, or you ain't even got in line yet because you still at home getting dressed. Once you get there and you see five, six, 700 people in line, you have to get in line behind them. And therefore, you're not going to have the priority seating. You're not going to have the priority setting like you would if you were already in line. So I'm showing you guys how to get in line with the storm. Okay, that's what we're showing you guys right now. I must have y'all must have heard me saying you can text me. I can see you can chat on here and I'll see it. What are you doing? You can chat with me on here and I'll see it. Unless you got some personal stuff and you don't want me reading it on the thing. Miss Barbara, how you doing? Miss Barbara says she submitted a assignment and it has not been graded. Miss Barbara, I say this on every show. They're working on it. We do not have all. We still got a little bit more time before the new instructors are clocked in. Okay, they're still being trained. They're still going through all of their their process to get certified, and that means this is going a little slow for everybody to get checked out and for them to instruct you. Why is there a gnat in here? So what you got? If it's then they're good to go. Barbara, you're not in my group, but I've seen your name pop up a couple of different times. But let me know if you want it. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you how to get in my group because I can't. I don't know if you're in someone else's group. I can't poach you from someone else's group to put you in my group. I can't do that. But I've seen your name pop up a bunch of different times. Um, just hold what you got because they're working on it. They're getting in there. Um, okay, Sabrina says, "What's up, Coach? How are you? I'm doing good." Miss Sabrina, put that in the chat. You can put that in the chat. That's not a personal message. Let's see. Terry Curry says, uh, I have to read them before I read them out loud to make sure I'm not reading something personal. Okay, Terry Kerr says, "Am I good to go?" Good to go. What are you doing? What are you asking about, Terry? You can chat it back to me. Are you good to go on what? Because I saw your thing. You're doing good on the emails, going back and forth with the designers. Once you got their emails done, they're gonna pop you open your campaign, and then I'll be able to put that link in there. It'll automatically transfer over, and then they're gonna send you to the next course. So I don't know if you're talking about that or not, but you're doing good on that. You're sending emails that you guys are emailing back and forth and making that work. I got a lot of people that the designers are working for right now because they brought that up in the meeting yesterday. So they're working on a lot of you guys' salon fundraiser, and it's looking real good. So I'm proud of all y'all in putting this thing together. So that's good. Grace B Rose says hi. Hi, how you doing? I don't know if that is GRP or GR Gypsy or something like that. Rose, how you doing? Okay, so guys, we're gonna get on up out of here and rock and roll. In just a matter of fact, we're about to get up here now. Terry say about the bus. Um. Oh. Uh. The 100 grade. Yes, you're good. You're good. You got in. You got in right at the right time because everybody that is not in right now, y'all are about to have some really big problems because all of the buses are going to 150,000. So, but if you're already in, then I'm able to lock your pricing in at 100 grand, and you're going to be covered. The 25, the extra 25 for your bond, they're probably going to put that in your schooling somewhere. So look for that for your deposit to be instead of 5 grand, it'll be 25 grand to go in to the buses. So look for that. But they're probably going to have some way for you to actually get that done, either contracting or financing or just raising money some kind of way or something like that. But I know it's coming. I just know because they was talking about it too hard and too heavy, and I'm just trying to keep as much money in you guys' pocket as possible. But this is business, so y'all know how big hell they're hitting me right now. All right, let's see. What is this? Oh, this must be some spam. This guy said, "Man, I suggest how to get maximum height and Twitch into mine." If you're advertising on here, we are advertising channels. So if you're trying to advertise on here, make sure you advertise in the right way. Otherwise, you'll get banned. So just know that because you're chatting and putting a bunch of advertising stuff in here. And this is not even from main channel. Okay, this is from Kick. So this may be a bot here. All right. So yeah, that's what we have. Hey, Miss Barber. Miss Barber says, um, if she's putting coming to get into the most, but yeah, can she switch? Can you switch? Okay, can you switch to my group? Uh, if you do not have someone that signed you up, if you do not have someone that signed you up, you could technically switch to my group because I already know you, but people that are in my group have already paid 10 grand. So normally it's 5 grand, but now since everything is going up, it's 10 grand to get into my group. Okay, so if you're wanting to do that, you have to make sure that you do not have a sponsor. You do not have someone that has brought you in because I can't poach someone from any of my other agents or take you out of their group. So send me a text and I will run it through them to see if you're in any of their group. If you're any of their group, there's nothing I can do. I mean, you can talk to them and see if they're wanting to or willing to let you go. But other than that, but as well, it's my group is expensive. It's too. So my group was 5 grand to get in. Now it's 10. So I mean, it's all money still goes towards the bus. You're not. I mean, you don't pay me. I don't get any of the money. It goes towards the bus, but it's just a bigger deposit and a bigger investment because there's so many people that's trying to get in. So it's just hard out here, guys. It's getting harder and harder. So everybody that's in right now, y'all got in at the absolute perfect time. And right now, it's just becoming more and more expensive everywhere to do what we're doing. So we just need to keep chugging along and getting this thing done. Thank you. I got some other stuff, but I'm going to say that until tomorrow. I got some good news as well. I got some really, really good news. We're going to say that until tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I'll to make sure that I get this information in today because I just got it on the pipeline and I want to make sure that I cover it. That way, people who contact me, because I know there are going to be a shit ton of people that contact me that are upset that the price went up. And there's nothing I can do about it. If you do not make a move, then it's very, very possible you will lose your spot. If you do not make a move, the price that you saw before, it's quite possible that price was no longer the price. Y'all hear it. Everybody hears it all the time. Hey, you need to buy this right now. You need to get in right now. Otherwise, the price may change. And the price that's exactly what that is. So if you're dragging your feet, especially when it comes to what we're doing, yeah, you can get hit. And it's going to hurt. Opportunity doesn't knock and then come and knock again. And then you say, hold on. And then they have to come back and knock again. You say, hey, can you come back later? And then they knock, and then you want them to come back and just keep knocking. Opportunity doesn't work like that. Opportunity doesn't work on your schedule. Opportunity doesn't work when you say, hey, come back later, and then I'll let you in. Opportunity doesn't work like that. Opportunity knocks, and either you let them in or you miss your opportunity, and it goes to the next person. You got to learn this is how the world works, and this is how business works. If you're not Johnny on the spot and willing to sacrifice, willing to take some risk, which is nowadays people don't want to take risk, then there's nothing I can do for you. I mean, that you're more than welcome to do it like that, but I mean, you're going to be on your own on that end. I take risks every day. It's part of the game. I have an investor group that we're starting today as well. The investor group I don't know how this net got in here, but it's bugging the hell out of me. There's an investor group that we're starting today. The investor group. Yeah, I talked to you guys about. Thank you. They're telling me to get off the air. Okay, this part of what I'm going to address tomorrow. The investor group. I'm starting it today. We talked about it last week. The investor group where we have the only investment on the planet that has a 20% return, 20% straight 20% yearly of whatever you invest, you'll get 20% back every year. So right now, the $100,000 that you invest for the Mobile Salon Bus, you're getting 20% back every year over year. You're getting 20% back. Nobody has that type of return. Nobody. If you put your money in the bank to get a return, the bank is going to tell you they'll give you 0.4%. Or the highest I've seen is 0.5%. 0.5% for an invest. Oh, I can't even do it. We're doing 20%, not 0.20, 20%, not 0.2 or 0.20. 20% return is what we do on our buses. Only our buses. That's it. We're the only people on the planet, only company on the planet that does a return of 20% yearly return year over year for a $100,000 investment. Now, the thing is, I told you guys before, we just talked about it today. That's why it's going to be a huge thing tomorrow. Thank you. They're pressing me to get off the air. I wanted to get this out because I see a lot of people coming in and making a chat. So I wanted to put this in to go into archive. The investment group, the investment you're investing in the buses. You're not investing in anything else, all this crazy stuff where you have no collateral, you have no security, you have none of the things that you have when you're investing in this company. You actually get a bus that is signed to you, and you have the actual bus that is you. Here's the catch that we're announcing and we're actually putting in. I can talk more about it tomorrow, but this is $100,000 bus that you're coming in because you're coming in with $100,000. How much are these buses valued at though? We just talked about it. How much are the buses valued at? 100. How does that register? You're putting $100,000 down as an investment. You're signing your name on the actual bus that we manage, that goes out and does all the work and make your money and making you percent, but it's secured by $150,000 bus. Oh, prepare for the landslide, guys. Prepare for the onslaught. This has just happened, not today, yesterday. They told me how much the buses are going to be and that we have to change our prices and change it across the board. All of the internet stuff, all of our posting, all the site, everything now say $150,000. But yet the investors are coming in for $100,000 on the same bus. Do the math. $100,000 investment on a $150,000 bus. You're over secured. You're over secured. That's going to be a landslide. It's going to be crazy to do 20% return. Prepare yourself, guys. I just wanted to put that out there for anybody who funds or has the desire to get into investments and have a secured investment that's secured by collateral, which has never been done before. You actually have collateral on your investment. It's unheard of. So we're going to be announcing that. Well, I'm announcing it right now, but only you guys can hear it. I'm announcing it right now, but we're going to be making it official tomorrow. All right, guys, let me get up out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I'm Ronnie Mac on the Shops Salons Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself. And if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up, what's up, Kenny? I see you popped in. I have some information for you. I have to cover it tomorrow, or you go back and watch the review, the rerun. Also, if you haven't to the Mobile Salon, go to mobalon.com, mobalon.com. At the top of the page, fill out that application, submit it back in. If everything is good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. Thank you. They're screaming in my ears, guys. I got to go. If you haven't donated, please go to our charity. We have our own charity called Triple H Charity. Stand for Haircuts for the Helpless and Homeless. If you haven't donated, please donate. We use your donations to build the buses that do haircuts for the helpless and homeless. We also use your donations to pay for the barbers and the stylists to do the haircuts for the helpless and homeless. So your donations are greatly appreciated, and you can see your donations at work instead of giving and then you don't never see what the charity is doing with your money. Here you will see exactly what the charity is doing with your money. We even have a little screen where you can load it up and actually see your money at work, see these people doing haircuts and all that. And then here you'll see the show where you'll see how our chair buses go out and do all the work that you guys have made possible. All right, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for coming in and listening and kicking it. I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Let's prepare ourselves, guys. It's about to hit the fan, and we're about to have some big things popping. So let's everybody get ready. It's about to jump off. I will see you all tomorrow. Everybody stay safe out there, and remember our motto: respect yourself, because it's everything. Peace.